Picture this for a moment. It's early morning in a quiet park in Japan. A 92-year-old woman slowly bends forward and calmly touches her toes. No pain, no stiffness, no chair for support, just smooth, controlled movement. Now compare that to what we see every day in Western countries. Many people in their 60s struggle just to put on socks. Some can't get up from the floor without using their hands. Others avoid bending entirely because they're afraid of falling. So here's the uncomfortable question no one asks out loud. If walking is so good, why are so many active seniors still stiff, unstable, and losing mobility? For decades, older adults have been told the same advice: just walk more. And many do exactly that every single day. But after a certain age, walking alone stops being enough. Not because walking is bad, but because it no longer gives the body what it truly needs. Tonight, you're going to learn something very different. This video is not about intense workouts. It's not about gyms. It's not about pushing through pain. Instead, you'll learn 5 gentle bedtime movements, quietly practiced by many Japanese elders. Movements designed to help joints stay fluid, balanced, and responsive while you sleep. These movements take about 12 to 15 minutes total. No equipment, no fast motion, no strain on the joints. And yet, they target exactly what walking misses: joint lubrication, balance, reactions, spinal flexibility, and safe movement control. Before we begin, take a moment and tell us in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from today? We read every comment. Now let's start with the foundation, the movement Japanese elders use to reset their bodies every single night. Let's clear something up first. Walking is not useless. In fact, walking is excellent for the heart, mood, and circulation. But here's the truth most seniors are never told. Walking trains endurance, not control. And after age 60, control matters more than distance. As we get older, the body changes in very specific ways. Muscle fibers shrink faster. Reaction time slows. Joint lubrication decreases. Balance becomes less automatic. Walking mostly moves the body forward in one straight line. The hips swing. The knees bend slightly. The ankles repeat the same limited motion. But real life doesn't move in straight lines. Falls don't happen while walking calmly forward. They happen when you turn suddenly, step sideways, reach down, lose balance, getting up from a chair, or wake up stiff in the morning. Walking does not train these moments. Another problem appears at night. When you sleep, your body enters its repair phase. This is when joints absorb fluid. This is when connective tissue restores itself. This is when inflammation is supposed to calm down. But stiff joints don't repair well. If your hips, spine, and ankles barely move all day, your joints don't receive the signals needed to stay healthy overnight. That's why many seniors say, I walk every day, but I still wake up stiff. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because walking alone doesn't prepare your joints for recovery. Japanese elders discovered something simple decades ago. Instead of exercising harder, they focused on moving joints gently in multiple directions before bed. Not to burn calories, not to build muscle size, but to tell the nervous system, it's safe to release, it's safe to soften, it's safe to repair. That's the key difference. And now, we'll begin with the first movement, the one Japanese elders call their nightly reset. Let's begin with the movement Japanese elders use to reset their bodies every night. This one looks simple, almost too simple, but it creates the foundation for everything that follows. It's called the seated forward fold, not a stretch you force, not a pose you push into. Just a quiet position that tells your body it's safe to release. Here's how to do it. Sit on the floor or on your bed with your legs extended straight in front of you. If sitting on the floor feels uncomfortable, that's okay. You can sit on a folded blanket or cushion. Now, sit tall. Imagine a string gently lifting the top of your head upward. From here, slowly walk your hands forward along your legs. You're not trying to reach your toes. You are not bouncing. You are not pulling. You're simply letting gravity do the work. Stop when you feel a gentle stretch in the back of your legs or lower back. That might be at your thighs. It might be at your knees. Wherever you are is exactly where you should be. Now here's the important part. Hold this position and breathe deeply through your nose. Let your belly expand as you inhale. As you exhale, allow your body to soften slightly. No forcing. No pain. Japanese elders often count slow breaths instead of seconds. About 100 calm breaths, which equals roughly 3 minutes. Why before bed? Because at night, your body temperature naturally drops. This makes muscles and connective tissue more responsive, like warm wax slowly softening. Holding this position before sleep helps. Reduce morning stiffness, calm the nervous system, prepare joints to absorb fluid overnight. If you do this every night, something interesting happens. Your nervous system begins to trust this position. And when the nervous system feels safe, muscles stop resisting. After 1 or 2 weeks, many people notice less tightness in the morning, easier bending, reduced lower back discomfort. If reaching your shins or ankles feels impossible right now, that's perfectly fine. Progress happens naturally with consistency, not effort. This is not about flexibility. It's about permission to relax. Now let's move on to the next movement, one that works quietly on your spine while you lie completely still. Now we move to a position that looks almost like doing nothing, yet works deeply on your spine. This is the lying spinal twist. Japanese elders often do this one right before turning off the lights. Here's how it works. Lie on your back on the bed or floor. Bend both knees and place your feet flat. Extend your arms out to the sides, forming a gentle letter T. Your shoulders stay relaxed and heavy. Now, slowly let both knees fall to one side. Don't force them. Let gravity guide the movement. Keep both shoulders as close to the surface as possible. If one lifts slightly, that's okay. Hold this position. Not for a few seconds, but for at least 90 seconds. Why that long? Because the nervous system doesn't relax instantly. It takes time to recognize that the position is safe. As you stay here, breathe into the side of your rib cage that feels stretched. Feel that side expand gently as you inhale. Soften as you exhale. After 90 seconds, slowly bring your knees back to center. Pause. Then let them fall to the other side. Again, hold for at least 90 seconds. This position does something important. During the day, gravity compresses the spine. By nighttime, your spinal discs are slightly compressed and dehydrated. This gentle twist creates space between the vertebrae. It allows fluid to redistribute, and it signals the muscles around the spine to let go. Many seniors notice easier turning in bed, less stiffness, when getting up, smoother movement in the morning. If your lower back feels sensitive, place a pillow between your knees. This keeps the pelvis aligned and reduces strain. Comfort matters more than depth. Japanese elders learned this through experience. When the body feels supported, it releases more. Now that the spine has softened, we're ready for a movement that brings fluid motion back into the entire back. Now we move into a gentle motion that brings fluid back into the spine. This is called the cat-cow flow. Japanese elders don't treat this as exercise. They treat it as spinal hygiene. Here's how to begin. Come on to your hands and knees. Your hands are under your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. If your wrists feel sensitive, you can place a folded towel under your palms, or rest on your forearms instead. Now slow everything down. As you inhale, let your belly soften toward the floor. Lift your chest slightly. Let your tailbone tip upward. This is the cow position. As you exhale, gently round your back toward the ceiling. Draw your belly inward. Let your head and neck relax. This is the cat position. Now continue moving slowly between these two positions. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. No pauses. No holding. Let the movement feel like a wave traveling through your spine. Start the wave at your tailbone. Let it ripple upward, one vertebra at a time, until it reaches your neck. Then reverse the wave on the way back. Move like water, not like a machine. Do this continuously for 2 full minutes. Why is this so important? Your spine contains fluid that nourishes the discs, nerves, and brain. During the day, that fluid becomes stagnant from sitting and standing. This gentle wave motion helps circulate that fluid again. Many seniors notice less stiffness in the morning, better balance deeper, more restful sleep. If your wrists feel tired, pause briefly and shake them out. Then continue. If you hear gentle popping or clicking, that's normal. It's just gas releasing inside the joints, similar to cracking your knuckles. There should be no sharp pain. If there is, make the movement smaller. Japanese elders often imagine seaweed moving in ocean water. That image helps keep the motion smooth and relaxed. After 2 minutes, slowly sit back and rest. Now that your spine is moving freely, it's time to address the joints that quietly control balance and walking. Now we move to an area most people completely overlook, yet it controls balance more than you might expect. Your ankles and hips. This movement looks almost too simple, but its effects reach all the way up to your knees, spine, and posture. Let's start with the ankles. Sit on your bed or a chair. Extend one leg straight in front of you. Slowly begin making circles with your ankle. 10 circles in one direction, then 10 circles in the opposite direction. Move slowly, smoothly, as if you're drawing a circle in the air with your toes. Now switch legs and repeat. Why does this matter? Your ankles contain dozens of small joints and ligaments. Over time, they quietly lose mobility, often without pain. When ankles stiffen, your body compensates higher up. The knees twist more. The hips strain. Balance becomes unstable. Many falls don't start at the hips. They start at the ankles. Now let's move to the hips. Lie on your back. Bend one knee and gently hug it toward your chest. From here, begin making slow circles with your knee. 5 circles in one direction, then 5 circles the other way. Make the circles small at first, then gradually allow them to become a little larger. Switch legs and repeat. Walking only moves the hips forward and back, but real life requires rotation, side movement, and control. These circles gently lubricate the hip joint in all directions. They help restore the smooth movement that protects you when you turn, step sideways, or reach down. Many seniors notice easier walking, less knee discomfort, improved balance. Do these movements calmly. No forcing, no rushing. This is joint maintenance, not exercise. And now we're ready for the final movement, the one that surprised even researchers. Now we come to the final movement. This one looks almost too easy to matter. In fact, many people underestimate it. But among Japanese elders, this is often considered the most important part of the nightly routine. It's called legs up the wall. Here's how to do it safely. Lie on your back near a wall or the headboard of your bed. Scoot your hips to about 6 inches away from the wall. Now gently lift your legs and rest them against the wall. Your legs do not need to be perfectly straight. A slight bend at the knees is completely fine. If your lower back feels tight, place a folded blanket or pillow under your hips. Comfort matters. Now simply rest here. Hold this position for 3 to 5 minutes. Nothing to push, nothing to stretch. Just breathe slowly through your nose. Why is this position so powerful? All day long, gravity pulls fluid downward into your legs. That fluid carries inflammatory waste that contributes to stiffness and heaviness. When you elevate your legs, gravity finally works in your favor. Fluid gently drains back toward your core. Your body gets a chance to clean and reset. At the same time, this position gently decompresses your spine. The pressure between the vertebrae reduces. This allows fluid to return to the spinal discs overnight. Many seniors notice lighter legs in the morning, less joint stiffness, fewer nighttime awakenings, deeper, more restful sleep. Some people worry about blood rushing to the head. For most healthy adults, the body regulates blood pressure automatically. If you have serious circulation issues or heart conditions, check with your healthcare provider first. Otherwise, start slowly. Begin with just 2 minutes the first few nights. Gradually work up to 5 minutes over 1 or 2 weeks. If you feel tingling in your legs, that's often a sign that stagnant fluid is moving. It should feel gentle, not painful. Japanese elders often combine this position with quiet breathing. Some count slow breaths. Others simply reflect on their day. They don't see this as exercise. They see it as nightly maintenance, the same way brushing teeth protects the mouth. And now, let's put everything together. Let's take a moment to put everything together. These 5 movements are not exercises in the traditional sense. They're not about pushing harder. They're about giving your body what it needs at the right time. Here's the simple nightly order. First, the seated forward fold to signal safety and release. Second, the lying spinal twist to gently decompress the spine. Third, the cat-cow flow to restore smooth movement and circulation. Fourth, ankle and hip circles to protect balance from the ground up. And finally, legs up the wall to allow the body to recover while you sleep. Altogether, this takes about 12 to 15 minutes. That's less time than most people spend scrolling their phones at night. Japanese elders don't see this as a workout. They see it as daily maintenance. Just like brushing your teeth prevents problems later, these movements help joints stay fluid, responsive, and comfortable over time. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need to start at full time. Start where you are. If one movement feels difficult, make it smaller. If another feels uncomfortable, skip it for now. Consistency matters far more than intensity. After a few weeks, many people notice mornings feel easier, movement feels smoother, confidence improves, sleep becomes more restful, and perhaps most importantly, they feel less afraid of their own bodies. Aging doesn't mean giving up movement. It means moving with more awareness. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these movements are you most excited to try tonight? And which daily movement has become harder for you over the years? Share in the comments below. We read every message. If this video helped you, consider subscribing. This channel is dedicated to calm, practical guidance for staying steady, strong, and independent as we age. Thank you for spending this time with us. Take care of your body tonight. It's been carrying you for a lifetime.